Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Here in this video what we are going to see, real-time order updates, automated WhatsApp notifications from Google Sheets. So I am an owner of an e-commerce store and I manage the data of my order details of my customers in Google Sheets with the order statuses, their current order statuses. I want that as soon as the status of the order of my specific customer is going to update in my Google Sheets, automatically to that customer a WhatsApp notification telling them the current status of their order should be forwarded. And if I'm going to do this manually, this is going to take me a lot of time. So what I did was I simply created an automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation what is going to happen, that as soon as the status of the order is going to update in my Google Sheets of the customer, automatically to that same customer, the current status should be forwarded as a WhatsApp message. And we're going to be sending the message with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, as I've created a template message using that. If you want, you can use Vati or Interact to create your own message template as well. And for that, I will be creating an automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn real-time order updates, automated WhatsApp notifications from Google Sheets. So I am an owner of an e-commerce store and I have Google Sheets that record status of my customers' orders such as processing, shipped, delivered or cancelled. Keeping your customers informed about their order status is crucial for customer satisfaction and trust. With the help of this integration, whenever an order status is updated in Google Sheets, an automated WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded to that same customer. This message can include details such as current status and order details and more. By automating this entire process, you ensure that your customers are always in the loop without manual efforts, enhancing their shopping experience and boosting your customer service efficiency. And we're going to be creating this automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear, which is asking for a workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the workflow name over here, I'm going to give it as Real-Time Order Updates, Automated WhatsApp Message from Google Sheets. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. You can give a name to your workflow according to your requirement. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow. Wait for it, click on this arrow. These are the folders from which I'm going to select WhatsApp Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Real-Time Order Updates, Automated WhatsApp Notifications from Google Sheets, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 concepts over here. Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step. For that, click on this arrow, and for the trigger application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as Google Sheets. We are selecting our trigger application as Google Sheets because in my Google Sheets I have created a record of my customers' orders details, like you can see the first name, last name, email, phone number, product name, quantity, total amount, street address, city, state, country, postal code, and the status of their orders. Okay, so these are the status, and I want that as soon as the status of these orders are going to be updated automatically to this customer, a WhatsApp message should be forwarded notifying them the updated order status. Okay, and so for that I've selected my trigger application as Google Sheets. Now we have to select a trigger event which is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. As soon as we're going to update the spreadsheet, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. That is why for the trigger event we selected as new or updated spreadsheet row. As we're going to select the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we connect Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created to connect it with Pabbly Connect. So this is the spreadsheet that I've created, and we're going to connect the spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. For that, from these options, you have to select extensions, and then on add-ons, then you have to select get add-ons. As we're going to do that, a new window is going to appear on which on the search bar we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to select it. We're going to open Pabbly Connect webhooks. You can see that I have already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it so that you can connect Pabbly Connect to this spreadsheet. Okay, that is why I've installed it. I'm going to go back after installing it. As I've installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, I'm going to click on extensions again. Now you can see under the options it is saying Pabbly Connect webhooks. We're going to select it. From these options, you have to click on this initial setup button. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us, and then for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added. So in this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column M. You can see this is the final data column on which if the data is going to be added. So for the trigger column over here, I'm going to select it as column M, and then I'm going to click on this submit button. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. So as it says that, I'm going to go back. Okay, so now the steps that I'm going to tell you are very important, so please do not forget to follow them. Click on extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks again. From these options, now we have to click on the send on event button. As now the loading is completed, I'm going to click on extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. You can see a tick mark is in front of send on event. This is because it is very important to click on send on event, because every time a new data is going to be added or the data is going to be updated in the spreadsheet, automatically the spreadsheet is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect. It is very important to click on send on event. Okay, after setting up the webhook URL successfully, I'm going to go back to my workflow. It is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we're going to do is we are going to update the status of the order of our customer in the spreadsheet, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the order details as well as the status been updated or not. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the status of the order of this test dummy customer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for the status, there are multiple options. I'm going to select the status of the order now being as delivered. I'm going to select it over here. Okay, as I've successfully updated the status of test dummy order, as you can see right away, I've selected it as delivered now. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the order details of our test dummy with the order status being updated as delivered or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow that I've created. I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here we have received a new response. In the response, we have received the order details of our customer name test dummy with the email as testdummy@pabblytudes.com, country as India, city as Bhopal, for the phone number, the mobile number, postal code, product name as smartphone, quantity as 1. You can see right over here we have also received the status that has been delivered, as we have updated the status of the order of our test dummy customer as delivered. So in our workflow, what we have received the status as delivered right over here, with the street address as 123 Modern Street, state as Madhya Pradesh, with all the other details like the total amount. So this means that Google Sheets is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. As now we have received the data of the order being updated in our spreadsheet, now what we want to do is we want to send this customer a WhatsApp message regarding telling them their order status has now been updated. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application, what we are going to do is we're going to select it as WhatsApp Cloud API. As with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API, I've created a message template. You can see this is the message template that I've created, and with the help of this template, I want to send WhatsApp messages to all of my customers, notifying them the order status being updated. Okay, so this is the template that I've created. So for the action event, I'm going to select as send template message, as we're going to send this template as a message to our customers. Okay, and then we're going to click on connect in order to connect WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. After click on add new connection, it is asking for the token phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. For knowing that how we're going to have all these details, for that you have to click on this hyperlink learn more right over here. As you're going to do that, a new dialog box is then going to appear. If you're going to scroll down, it says how to set up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. If you're going to watch this tutorial right over here, you're going to learn how you can step-by-step complete WhatsApp Cloud API setup inside Pabbly Connect. And when you're going to create the setup, you're going to have the details of all these things that Pabbly Connect is asking for, okay? As over here, you can see it is asking for the token, and the API setup which I have created, it has the temporary access token. But if you want the permanent access token, then you have to watch this other tutorial, that is how to generate a permanent token inside WhatsApp Cloud API. If you're going to watch this tutorial, you're going to learn step by step how to generate permanent token for WhatsApp Cloud API, okay? So you can watch this other tutorial right over here, and by following the steps given here below, you can also learn to do that, okay? So as I've already created an API setup, I'm going to open it. As you can see that this is the WhatsApp Cloud API setup, you can see right over here. And in this setup, we have received the token, the phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID that Pabbly Connect is asking for. So firstly, I'm going to copy this token from here, and as you can see, it's temporary access token. But if you want to generate permanent access token, then you can just watch that other tutorial that was attached to that hyperlink, okay? So I'm going to paste the token right over here. For the phone number ID, copy this ID from here, paste it right over here. For the WhatsApp business account ID, copy it and paste it right over here, and then click on this save button. As you can see that WhatsApp Cloud API is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for the template name. So I've created a template in the name of order status template, as with the help of this template, I'm going to be sending messages. So what I'm going to do is, for the template name, I'm going to select it as order status template. Next, it is asking for the language code and the selected template ID. As soon as you go to select the template name, the language code and the selected template ID is automatically going to appear here. So you do not need to do anything with these steps, okay? Next, it is asking for the recipient mobile number. On which mobile number do we want to send WhatsApp messages to? So for the recipient mobile number, as I've added the mobile number of my customers in this spreadsheet, I want to send messages to my customers on these mobile number. So what we're going to do is, for the recipient mobile number, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of our workflow. How mapping works is, as soon as I'm going to click on this field, it says Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet, or this was the previous step of this workflow. As I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As over here, it is asking for the recipient mobile number. In our previous response, we have received the mobile number of our customers, you can see right over here. So I'm going to select this data from my previous response. As I selected the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data, okay? Next, it is asking for the body field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all these body fields, what are these? So these are the variables that I've created in this template. I'm going to show you. As you can see in this template, in front of some values, in the end of some values, there are two curly brackets. So these are the variables. I have 6 variables, you can see right over here. This 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I want to place values in place of these variables. So what I'm going to do is, for all these body field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to map the data of the required details. It is asking for the customer's name. I'm going to map the data of the customer's name for the body field 1. Next, for the order status, I'm going to map the data of the order status. For the product name, I'm going to map the data of the product name. For the product quantity, this is the product quantity, I'm going to map the data. For the total amount, it is the total amount right here. I'm going to map it, okay? And for the shipping address, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to map the street address, comma, space, city, comma, space, state, comma, space, country, comma, space, and the postal code. So this is the whole address. I mapped the data, okay? After filling in all the required details, it says save and send test request button. I'm going to click on it. But before that, as for the recipient mobile number, you can see I've mapped the data for mobile number, which is a dummy mobile number. So WhatsApp message cannot be forwarded to this number. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove this number from here, and in place of the recipient mobile number, just for the example, I'm going to enter my mobile number, okay? So I'm going to enter my mobile number right over here. I've entered my mobile number. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received the response. It is a positive response. As for the message status, it says as accepted. So as we have received the positive response, now I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and I'm going to check whether a new WhatsApp message is forwarded on my number or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, you can see right over here, we have received a new message on our WhatsApp which says subject as order status update. Hello test dummy. This was the name of our customers whose data we have added in our Google Sheets. You can see, okay? It says we wanted to inform you that the status of your order has been updated updated the current status as delivered. Here are the details of your order. Product name as Smart Mobile, quantity as 1, total amount as 19,000, shipping address 123 Modern Street, Bhopal, MP, India, and a dummy postal code. Thank you for shopping with us. If you have any question or need further assistance, feel free to reply to this message or contact our customer support team at this number. Best regards, Team Gadget Galaxy. So as you can see that this is the message template that we have created using WhatsApp Cloud API has now been sent as a message with the details of our customers. You can see the status right over here with all the other details of our order of our customers in this template right over here. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the status of another order in the spreadsheet, and I'm going to check whether a new WhatsApp message is forwarded to me or not. So for that, I'm going to update the status of this customer right over here, that is Smart Account, as you can see right over here. I'm going to update the status of the order of Smart Account. I'm going to select over here as, let's say, out for delivery. So this is the status that I've selected, that is out for delivery right over here. So now I'm going to wait and I'm going to check whether a new WhatsApp message for Smart Account for the order status being out for delivery has been forwarded on my WhatsApp or not. So for that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And yes, you can see right over here, we have received a new message for the subject being order status update for Smart Account. You can see, and for the status it comes as out for delivery with the order details for the product as headphones, quantity as 2, amount as 4,000, shipping address as the shipping address, and the message template that we have created. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of an e-commerce store, and I manage the data of my customers' orders details with the help of Google Sheets. In this spreadsheet, I have created a column in which I enter the status of the orders of my customers, and I usually updates the status according to the actual status of the orders. Okay, I want that as soon as the order status is going to be updated in my Google Sheets of my customer's order, automatically to that customer whose status has been updated, whose order status has been updated, a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp notification regarding the status update should be forwarded to them. And for that, I've created this amazing automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp Cloud API with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is how you create this amazing automation. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.